Robbie, what happened for the first hour?
Yeah.
Arsenal were really impressive, and at half-time, both of you were singing their praises.
Absolutely. A couple of ill-disciplined moments defensively. Players allowed from the Aston Villa team to get an effort in on goal that cost them. 2 goals in 8 minutes has cost a game when... Before the game, I think they'd have been disappointed in the draw. In the manner that it's come, can't believe that that's happened. And it was one of those days where a draw feels like a loss. You look at the faces of the manager, look at the faces of the player. They knew how important the 3 points were, and in some ways, they've let that go.
You can't be too up at home, can you, with half an hour to go?
Well, that's the thing that's so devastating, because they gave a huge effort in that game, a huge effort to get 2-0 up after an hour. First game's a fair goal from Yuri Tillemans. We'll take a close look in the highlights. The second goal, the Watkins goal at the back post, Thomas Partey has got him and just lets him go. Now, Thomas Partey's done pretty good at right-back recently, but he's not a right-back. And if Lee Dixon, you know, or Graham Lasso's a full-back, if a natural full-back is playing, they stay with the runner. If you're not sure, you don't just run away and let him run in behind. So that was a really bad error. Other than that, Arsenal gave absolutely everything and had big performances from some of their players.
And Partey at right-back was a knock-on effect from William Saliba being injured, which we talked about at the beginning was a concern. And
Moreno's let somebody go for Tielemans go for the first goal backs. And where we've looked at the players who aren't playing, it was around the 60-minute mark when, as a manager, sometimes you want to just change it and freshen it up again and get a bit more legs in the team after all the emotional games they've had coming up. And Mikel Arteta didn't really have that luxury to do that today, and maybe that's cost him.
I mean, we should also give credit to Aston Villa.
Absolutely.
Aston Villa are a club that's going places. They really, really are. Ambitious owner, a good squad. They spent money. They're going to spend more money. They've got a great director of football and a coach. And they just needed a little window of opportunity to play, because Arsenal was so all over them for that hour that they had no room to play. But efficient finishing, pounced on mistakes. They get a couple of goals from, you know, a couple of sporadic attacks, and they get a point.
Depth of squad as well showed up in the end. Obviously, Unai Emery could make the kind of changes that Mikel Arteta couldn't.
Good enough for top 4, Villa?
They are. It's a challenge. There's plenty of teams up there, and the Champions League's going to start kicking in now. So that's been what's difficult for them. But again, in the future, they're going in one direction, and that's up.
And where does this stand now for Arsenal? 6 points.
It's really tough. Mikel Arteta has got to keep the belief in that dressing room now. They've got to keep going, got to keep winning games, got to keep putting the pressure on, and hope that Liverpool just start to drop points somewhere along the path.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And if you want even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.